Hi everybody, as I mentioned previously, I'm going to try to do some updates regarding our tournaments and events in South Africa more regularly. So this is an update about our recent tournament where we had a Justice League event. The build was 600 points, basically it was Golden Age, no relics, no resources, nothing bigger than the peanut size base. The team that I used was the Teen Titans Cyborg, the Justice League Fast Forces Wonder Woman, Batman from the DC 10th anniversary, Big Barda, who's still a very useful piece from the Batman set, Flash also from the Justice League Fast Forces set, and I used the ATA Justice League Silver. First game was pretty straightforward. I came up against somebody using Streets of Gotham's Blue Beetle, Justice League JL52's Fury, JL52's Hawkman, and JL52's Wonder Woman, as well as Trinity War Cyborg. The game, I managed to get in a few goodies quite quickly. Was Cyborg had penetrating Psychic Blast, and I used his probe quite well. I also used Flash's Perplex to perplex up some of my characters' attack values, which I needed for Wonder Woman and Barda to nail their first attacks. Wonder Woman's quite useful because she can be carried in and then she can be given an action afterwards, which is not normal for a piece, so that's why I used her. I let Barda carry her into battle. Barda would strike first and Wonder Woman would follow up. It worked quite well for me. The most interesting part for me was, this is the map I actually played on. I came to this part of the map and I had Cyborg here, I had Flash over here, I had Batman over there, and my opponent brought in his Fury and parked over there, and all my characters were double action token already, so they couldn't move, and he had poison. What I did then was I charged in with Wonder Woman and I tried to knock him off his poison click. I failed with that, and he dealt poison. Obviously some of my cats had some damage reducers as well, but I thought it was quite interesting to see how everybody was all surrounded by Fury. That was the character that I actually knocked out. So he brought himself into battle, but he exposed himself as well, while his other characters stayed back a bit. So I managed to win that game. The next game I played against someone who used the Trinity War Batman, JL52 Superman, JL52 John Constantine, and Cyborg from the Trinity War set. It was quite an interesting battle. This is just for illustration purposes. This is not the Batman that was used, but my opponent parked his Batman over there on this map. I came in from the other side of the map. I came in from that side of the map, and he had his Batman over there, just outside of hindering. I'm not sure why I did that. But I'm not sure if he had enough moves to get through to the hindering terrain, but I had an object over there. Now with the Teen Titan Cyborg, you can draw basically line of fire from any object within his range. So I had him within range. I had him somewhere over here. And he drew line of fire to Batman, and that caught my opponent quite off guard, and Batman took a bit of a hit, and then he was totally flummoxed by this object that was on his way. He had Superman around here, he had John Constantine, and he had Cyborg, and he was just worried about the trash can. This took quite a long time for him to get over. I think he slow played a bit as well. So in the end, I think I only got about 3 turns in the 45-minute game, which is probably not ideal. I wasn't going to push too much for faster play. But yeah, in the end, I basically, my last turn, I had a shot at his Superman, because he took my Batman out. So he had 62 points for taking out Batman, 63 points, and I went after his Superman, and Barda went through with her power. One Cyborg got his hit through as well, and Wonder Woman got her hit, and Superman was on his last click. And then the time was called. I think that given him another round, I probably would have knocked out the rest of his team. But alas, yeah. So I lost that game because I lost Batman and he lost no pieces. And in the last game, that was very much very straightforward as well. My opponent came in with a lot of pieces. He came in with Sinestro, became Justice League Trinity War Sinestro, Trinity War Bizarro, Legion of Superheroes Bizarro, Trinity War Lex Luthor, and the Flash Gorilla Grodd. The thing about this match was that my opponent came through with quite a few pieces not on their first click, so they were basically on orange starting lines, and some of them were a bit watered down, like Sinestro was watered down, and once I got in a few hits there, it didn't take much to put his whole team down. Again, I used Barda, boom tubed in while carrying Wonder Woman, penetrating Psychic Blast. Wonder Woman would then charge in with her attack. Cyborg would snipe away from his object, and yeah, it was that team I knocked out completely. And in the end, I finished, I think it was a tie for second. So it came down to points knocked out, and I came, I think, fourth in the tournament overall. So I didn't win any of the prizes, but I got the map, so I could at least illustrate what happened a bit on the game there, using the map. A lot of fun again. The JL Silver Age ATA is quite a nice ATA. I mean, if you can assign it well, if someone uses the team ability a lot or a team ability is prominent in their team, it can be very effective. But yeah, I enjoy the pieces. I would like to play this Batman again. I mean, such a low costed figure at 63 points, but I mean, his opening click is 12 with in cap with 2 targets. I use that quite a bit. Even though some figures I couldn't deal really any damage to, I would just in cap them and keep them at bay that way. Wonder Woman's ability to give given a charge after being carried in, that's a great power. It's like a super Tika of some sort. Barda's boom tube, and Cyborg, he can throw line of fire from the object without width, and prob on his clicks with penetrating Psychic Blast, amazing. And then Flash police team ability, you would just back up Cyborg, lowering opponents' defenses, perplexing things up. You wouldn't get too much involved, but I would also push him into a figure if I didn't want that figure to come too much closer to my figures. I just tie them up. I mean, he has traded super senses, successful on 4, 5, or 6, and hypersonic speed. So if I needed him to break away, it was easy for me to break away as well. So it was a lot of fun. We've got another event happening, I think, the end of this month. I think it's going to be a Superman one. I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, I'll keep everybody updated again as to what happens in that one. Thanks for watching, guys.